Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Fallout 4 Mod Showcase. We have got another handful of really great mods to look at this week. So, without further ado, let's do this. The weapon crafting system in Fallout 4 is a heck of a lot of fun, first of all, and a really great addition to the game. The ability to pick up one weapon that and fall in love with it, and then keep it with you and continue to upgrade it and modify it as you play is really really great. However, for the min maxers out there like myself, you may find that the weapon mod descriptions are very, very vague indeed. They just say things like improved accuracy or increased damage, and they don't really leave you with a lot of numbers and actual solid information. So you know exactly what you're getting for your resources on the mod that you apply. And that is where this next mod comes in. Better Weapon Mod Descriptions by TakaruMinari. And this mod is absolutely amazing. Again, as I said, especially for the min-maxers out there, much like myself. With this mod installed, the first thing you are going to notice is that there is much, much more information about every weapon mod in the game. Maybe even too much, but more on that later. The mod even shows changes that I didn't even know existed and weren't even mentioned in the vanilla game, like things like sight speed, which is the speed that you are able to transition from hip fire to iron sights, changing things like light barrels or changing from a long barrel to a short barrel affect this. And in the vanilla game, it doesn't even tell you that, which is unfortunate. It also shows that switching certain weapon receivers can decrease the reload speed. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that changing from a 308 receiver to a 50 caliber receiver on a hunting rifle changes the reload speed. So that alone makes this mod almost a necessity. The fact that it shows you changes that your weapon mods make that you didn't even know about without the mod installed. The mod comes in two versions, light or full. With the full version, every mod that you apply to your weapon will give you the complete rundown of everything that is changed by adding that mod. And with the light version, it shortens it up a little bit and cuts it down to only the things that are changed in comparison to the standard version of that particular part. All in all, really excellent mod. Without a doubt, something that I am going to be keeping in my load order, and definitely something that I recommend you go check out. The next mod I want to feature is More Defined Vanilla Vault Suit by 1096 Bimu. This is a really fantastic retexture of the Vault Suit, in my opinion. The detail areas down the center and down the arms are a darker color, and which makes it more visible. It makes it pop and stand out a little bit better, which I like very much. The overall hex pattern of the entire suit, it has a much higher resolution texture and is a lot more visible and better looking. The mod retextures both the dirty and the new versions for both male and female, which is really great. Being that the numbers on the back of the vault suits are just a decal that gets applied to the same base model and base texture, means that this mod will apply to all of the vault suits in the game, which is also really cool. All in all, much better looking texture and much better colorization on the vault suits. And given that the vault suit is a really versatile and great piece of armor in the game, definitely something you should go check out. The next mod that I want to feature is not something that I would use myself, but it's one of those things that when I saw it on the Nexus, I couldn't help myself. I had to check it out. And that is the N7 Combat Armor by Rudy88. If you are a big fan of the Mass Effect games, as I am, you are going to love this armor. The texture on this armor is pretty decent. It's not crazy high res, but it looks pretty good. And it's N7 armor in Fallout 4. So who really cares whether it's a 4K texture or a 2K texture or 8K? Who cares? It's great. It looks just fantastic. The red stripe along the right arm is there as well. It looks really great. I love it a lot. The mod also comes with a few little extra items that were a bit of a surprise. It comes with red, blue, and white N7 underlay suits, which of course are just standalone recolor and retextures of the vault suit. But again, they look awesome, and being able to have an N7 little bodysuit is just really cool. And while you're at it, why not complete the experience and get the Jack from Mass Effect 2 save game by andyjs? The face on the save game for Jack is not perfect, but I think the mod author did the best he could with just the in-game character creator. Obviously, without the creation tools, we lack the ability to actually create custom people. And again, considering the fact that Courtney Taylor, the voice actress of the sole survivor in Fallout 4, is also the voice actress for Jack from the Mass Effect games, once you hear her talk, the character just immediately becomes Jack and completes the experience. Just throw her in that N7 armor and go out there and kick some Reaper ass. Really great set of mods. Really fun set of mods. And after all, that's what modding your game is all about. And finally, the last mod that I want to feature this week is our first ENB. And I'm going to take a look at Vanilla ENB by Despicable Mind. And this ENB does exactly what you might think it does based on the title. It takes the vanilla themes and basically just accentuates them and makes them a little bit better. It brightens and saturates the overall color palette and darkens the overall image space, which looks absolutely fantastic. It is not an overly cinematic ENB. It really, as I said, just accentuates the vanilla look of the game, which looked all good on its own. So you know, why not just make it look a little bit better and brighter? I think it's a really great ENB. All in all, really excellent ENB, especially if you just want to add a little bit of extra flavor to the vanilla look and a little depth of field to the vanilla look. Looks absolutely fantastic. Great work. Love it. Well, that is going to do it for another episode of Fallout 4 Mod Showcase. Thank you for joining me. I do hope that you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and hit the like button down below if you did. I would really appreciate that very much. And go ahead and subscribe too while you're down there if you haven't already. That way you will never miss out on an episode of this series or any other videos that I may put out in the future. As always, I will remind you that if you do download and enjoy any of the mods featured in this episode, make sure you head back over to the Nexus pages and give the mod author an endorsement as well. But with that being said, I am going to get on out of here, and I will see you all in the next video.